So I'm having some deep thoughts while I'm doing laundry here. One thing I think about is like, we are the creators, we are the business. And for me, like, my outlet was hair. I started a business in hair. Like, I had my clientele at the salon, but I also was doing hair outside of my house. You know, we're not supposed to do that according to the government, but I was, and I made really good money when I was doing that. And that's why I was going to have my own salon, suite rental, went and got that stuff taken care of. Unfortunately, I didn't have the right support system behind me. And I listened to religious people tell me that I can't do it, and I ran off to Hawaii and married a stranger and had to basically start other businesses. But those other businesses did not make me feel happy. But I've always known, like, we are the business. And I watched my dad do this. Like, when I was younger, he had, it was Scott's Auto Detailing down in Faribault. And, like, he was working for, I think he was cleaning cars for Car Hop. Is that what it's called down there? I can't remember. In Northfield, I think. And I would help him, like, detail these cars. Like, he'd let us help. He would let us help with this. And then I watched him start his own, like, woodworking business where he was doing the wood burning stuff. Like, he's a really good artist, my dad. And so he would do this wood burning stuff, which I have a few of his pieces upstairs that he made me. He's a great artist. And then now he has a food truck. He has his own barbecue sauce line. And I do feel bad because when I ran off to Hawaii, I was helping him, like, market his business, and then I ran off to Hawaii, so I probably really hurt him, like, really bad. But he's been the most influential person in my life. My dad has. I have two dads. I have the dad that I'm living with right now, which is my stepdad, and funny part is that my dad, my real dad, and my stepdad were best friends growing up. They've known each other for a really long time, so it's been cool kind of having these two men in my life that, you know, grew up together. And there's mistakes that have happened on both ends with my dads that, you know, they both have hurt me in their own ways. But they both have really helped me and influenced me in great ways as well. So every person in our life can be a good influence and a bad influence at the same time. You have to pick and choose to follow the good stuff and look at the bad stuff and be like, okay, I don't want to do that, but I want to do this part of what you do, you know. And the dad I live with right now, he's sober from alcohol. And that's one thing I had a really big problem with, is trying to, like, not drink when other people are drinking. And so being here at this house and him not drinking, it's really helped me to be sober, to really sit inward, like, not be so focused on going out, you know. And that's one thing that I couldn't do. I couldn't just sit at home. But after I chose to go sit with plant medicine, it got rid of my addiction to Adderall and to alcohol. And that's one of the things I want to start sharing is, like, my healing from all that, because there's a lot of people right now who are struggling with alcohol, with addiction issues, and I don't think putting them in prisons and hospitals is the right move. Even people who have, like, mental health problems and stuff, I think the right move is plant medicine ceremonies, and it's connecting back to nature, back to God, being very shamanistic, not the medical institutions where they're charging. Like, one of my friends just told me her son, he has autism, and his CBD oil for 1 month supply is $8,000. What? You have people who are growing it, and, you know, because it's not regulated the exact way the government says it has to be regulated. Like, there is no reason why a medication such as CBD is natural nature to the earth is $8,000. That is insanity to me, and that's what our tax dollars are being used for, is shit like that. Where you have these kids and all these medications that cost so much money. That is insane to me. Anyways, back to we are the business. So I can't with that. I want to teach my child and my child's friends that come over, like, what are your goals and dreams, right? And the other night, me and my daughter did this. Actually, I'm going to show you what we did and what they did, because I asked them, I said, what do you guys want to do? Like, what's your, if you could do anything in the world and not have to worry about school or whatever, like, what would you do? And Aria, her friend, she's older, she said a fashion designer. And I'm like, awesome, like, what can we do to get there? Like, what kinds of steps could we take? Like, what can we do? You know, like, what do you need to do to achieve that, to get there? And they erased it now, but they did make a list for it. We wrote on this whiteboard right here. And they're calling off notebooks, pencils, you know, colors, like, things like that. And then Avalani's was an acrobat, which I already knew. Avalani, she's a little acrobat. Me and her would play in my bed. We do, like, she'd stand on the bottom of my feet. We do, like, up on the shoulders, a lot of balance stuff. We're constantly physically playing. I have a yoga swing outside for her to, like, she's been doing cool tricks and flips and stuff on that. And when I didn't want to share this on the internet because I was scared that people were going to judge me, I'm still afraid of people think about me and getting in trouble, but I have a video of this actually. When we were in Texas, Avalani rode on Andrew's shoulders when he was skimboarding. And then we were downtown Minneapolis and we wanted to go to a skate park down there, so I was just gonna walk behind Andrew and Avalani, and Avalani ended up riding on Andrew's shoulders while he skateboarded all through downtown Minneapolis, and I rode behind on her scooter, and like watching their balance and everything, I was in awe. I was like, oh my God, because Andrew's tall. He's like 6'4", whatever, and Avalani's on his shoulders and he's skateboarding. I mean, just flying down. I'm like, that is amazing. Like, I thought that was so cool. Was I a little bit worried? Yes. And I was worried people think about me because, oh my God, she's on his shoulders. How dangerous is that? Like, I was worried about everyone else's own fears. And I didn't allow my own fears of like, oh, you could fall off and get hurt and crack your head open. I just allowed them to be, to do, and I watched them. And I was in awe at their connection, at their balance, everything. I'm like, that is so cool to me. So maybe I'll post a video of Avalani on Andrew's shoulders doing the skimboarding thing. But yeah, she wants to be an acrobat. Like, I want to help. I want to get back to kids dreaming and having a right to work if they want to work. A lot of Christians and people will say like, oh, celebrities are evil. Who the fuck are these celebrities? Fuck them, whatever. They judge people on the TV and on stage and say mean things about them. And it's all a projection of like you. Like, you don't have the confidence to do that. You could never have the stamina to do that. Well, you could if you wanted to, right? Like, these people who perform on stage, the amount of like breath work and like, well, you need stamina. You need to have good health to do that because, well, if you guys want to know how much health you need to be in, how about you do this? How about you find 2 of your favorite songs? You go in your kitchen and you put on a little concert, dance, sing all of it together, and find out how out of breath you are. You won't be able to do both songs together. Not even one. You probably able to do one by dancing around and like doing what they do on stage and all of that. Remembering a choreograph, remembering the lyrics, everything like that is connection to self. Connection to self. They are the business. There's a reason why they have a bunch of money, abundance, and live very fruitfully, because they put aside their fears and put themselves out there to create something for themselves. Whether it was music, whether it was art, whatever it is, like there's all types of art. Art isn't just like painting on a canvas. Art is your voice. It is cooking. It's even the cleaning. There's an art to cleaning. There's an art to literally everything. There's a different language for everything, right? Sewing is an art. I don't know all the terminology and everything for all the sewing stuff, but I'm going to learn it. I'm going to learn it, and I'm going to help Aria learn how to sew. We're going to learn together. She's learning in school now, so maybe she'll teach me. I'll be learning from her. We're going to learn how to sew outfits, because I have linen actually in this drawer right here that I have been wanting to learn how to sew. My dad got me this sewing machine a couple years ago for Christmas. Because I wanted to sew my own mask during COVID. But then once he got it for me, I was like in a depression where I was like, I have no motivation to even create right now. I am at such low vibration that I don't even have the energy or anything. And now because of the kids, they are giving me this energy back where I'm like, yes, let's create, let's do all this stuff together. And I'm feeling good, I'm feeling energized. And this is what I want to teach kids to do. This is why I homeschool and why I want people to start choosing homeschool, so your kids can choose their future and you're not choosing it for them. They have dreams and goals, and we should, as parents, help provide them the space to help reach those goals and dreams. Not just say, oh, that's a really hard thing to do. I don't know if we can do that. Yeah, I don't know about that. And projecting your own fears. If your kid says they want to be a singer, put them in some singing lessons. Maybe they find out they don't want to be a singer. Maybe they find out they want to play a sport. Put them in that sport and let them, right, figure out what they like. Don't force them to do what you want them to do. Let them choose their own sports, their own activities. We're not all meant to be the same, but you are the business. You are the one who comes here to literally create your own life, your own kingdom for you and your family. And we are all worthy of abundance. We can all get there, but you have to, again, choose yourself and choose your actions wisely. So, you are the business. You are God. You are the creator. I'm going to keep repeating that over and over and over again because that's what I do. Maybe it'll get ingrained in there. I don't know. But anyways, have a great day. I love ya.